Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our final sit and sip. As people start gathering into our space here, I see participants rolling in. I thought I would let you know that I woke up so excited this morning, as I have really every Wednesday, to share this time with you. But I had a little tinge of sadness too, because we're wrapping up this 4-part series. So I want to thank you for those who have reached out and said that, yeah, this is exactly what I needed right now, and thanks for the inspiration, and these are such easy, practical tips. So I'm so grateful that you've enjoyed the format. I sure have as well. It's the first time we've ever done anything like this. So thanks for participating, for being here today, and maybe in the others if you took part in all the classes. And they're just excited to talk. We've gone through 3 other classes. We talked about healthy communication and structure through this time of shift and change. We talked about boosting your immune system. Last time we talked about how do we manage the worry and the expectations and stress that can come with this time of shift and change. And today, while we touched on it a little bit last time, we're also going to talk about positivity and the power of positivity, because it really impacts how we operate in times of shift and change. So that's our focus. For those of you who may not have joined in the past, I'm Angela Gaffney, so glad to have you. A couple of admin things. Number one, we record all these sessions, and you'll receive the recording link, and we post these to our social media. So if we're not connected yet on LinkedIn or Facebook, please do so. On LinkedIn, it's just Angela Gaffney 1. And on Facebook, my business page's name is just Angela Gaffney. So connect with us there. You can continue to get some good resources that way. And I'd love to hear from you in those formats as well. So the recordings will be there. You'll also receive the link. And as all of you know, while you can see me, I cannot see you. I set this up as a virtual class format, so I very much rely on the chat box feature and the Q&A feature to help us stay connected through our time together. So if you wouldn't mind opening your chat feature, it's the little talk bubble that says chat underneath. If you don't see it on that black bar on your screen, go ahead and click the 3 little dots that says more, and you'll be able to open the chat. And if you could just type in a quick hello, or I'm here, or let me know how it's going, I'd love to have that communication with you. Hey, good morning, Melissa. I'm so glad you're here with us. And take that time to enter that in. And Dawn's here, Peggy again, thank you. It's so good to see all of you. And Sarah, fantastic. I love getting those messages. And let's see, fantastic. Oh, can't wait to see what you have to share today. All right, hello from Tennessee. Hello from Colorado. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to talk about positivity. So the first thing I want to share is that sometimes people will make comments about, oh, she's so positive all the time, or make comments about someone's positivity, and maybe it seems like it's easy for them to stay positive. But positivity is really a state of being or a characteristic about yourself. And in order to foster that state or have that character as part of your being, we actually have to create ample space and time and adequate practice to make that be a constant in our lives. So today I want to know, as we open up here in the chat box, what is the biggest challenge for you when you think about creating that space and consistency around positivity in your life? Can you let me know in the chat box what that looks like? I know that there are some folks who are very much struggling with the quarantine. I know that on top of quarantine, we have a lot of other stressors in our lives that are impacting us, and maybe increased demands. I know that the demands look different in my home right now versus a month and a half ago. So how are you creating that space? What's the biggest challenge for you right now? Let's see. I got someone said you might know that positivity is one of the strengths from the Strengths Finder. Yes, I actually do. I went to that Strengths Finder a few years ago. So there's a fear of moving forward when we're able to start being around others again. Ooh, that's a great one. Good idea there. Tell me more of what is a challenge for you, and I'd love to address them. Moving forward, when we're able to start being around others again, there might be a fear on that, maybe a fear around the virus itself and what that looks like, but also reintroducing yourself to social activity. Sometimes social activity is not easy for everyone. So let's talk about positivity. If you think of a challenge that you have right now when you consider creating that space and practice around positivity, I'd love to know it. Yes, talking about separating life and work, getting mentally crazy, never being able to leave my tiny apartment. Oh, yes, this restriction and confinement can definitely have an impact on us. Making sure to disconnect from media and from people being too negative. We have to create that space and those boundaries, which we'll talk a little bit about. And trying to see the good in everything, absolutely. And being consistent with morning devotions and workouts and pondering the business. Let's see, trying to figure that out. Okay, so let's dive into a few key concepts. If you have other challenges that come up, please put them into the chat box here, and I see we've got Q&A interaction here too. How do we encourage family members to stay positive, especially with having Gen Z and millennials at home? They get bored from being in social media as well. They want to be out with friends. Absolutely. I have a 17-year-old and a 13-year-old, so a little younger than what you're speaking of, but I feel that pain. My kids feel that pain. So let's talk about how we can relate this power of positivity to the kids as we go on. But I want to talk first about creating the space so that you actually can exercise and practice positivity long term. So creating the space this is what it looks like. When we get too inundated with demands, emails, negativity, media, and all of that's coming at us, it's very easy to get into a space of worry, like we talked about last week, and our mind gets boggled and jumbled up. I almost think visually of mounds and mounds of laundry piling up, right? If we have a day's worth, the laundry is going to be like this. If we keep mounting it up day after day after day, and let's say we don't do laundry for, 2 weeks, that won't happen around here. It would completely cause me to have an anxiety attack. But that mound would be so high, we would feel completely buried in it. And that's what I kind of visualize, the input of negativity or media or just news and stories and other people's hardships. It just keeps piling and piling up, and pretty soon we're buried in it, and we're like, please, somebody help me out of this, right? And if we can't sort and take care of the laundry in small batches, we're going to feel completely overwhelmed. So when I talk about creating space and being able to practice positivity, we have to create space and kind of compartmentalize, structure a little bit, and offer ourselves the time to carry out these different practices that I want to share with you today. Remember I talked about not getting lost for too long? That's also part of it. We have to shift our perspective, get up and physically or mentally both move out of the space we're in to ignite a new state of mind and to feed ourselves with positive thoughts. So here's what this looks like. From a standpoint of creating space, one of the best things we can do is breathe. Because when we take a moment in a quiet space to just breathe, close our eyes and focus solely on the breathing, it will automatically calm the body and allow us to shift into a different state of mind. And so today, I want to take you through the 4-7-8 breathing technique. If you've heard me speak in the past, you know that I teach this. I love this breathing technique. It is so powerful, and it absolutely creates space for you to think differently and have the impact of power of positivity in your life. So I want to take you through the 4-7-8 breathing technique right now. If you practice this on a daily basis and it's been part of your life for quite a while, will you just let me know in the chat box? I want to know how many people are actually using it today before I teach it to you. And then the other thing I would like for you to do is while I'm speaking it to you, I just want you to take nice deep breaths, filling the whole abdomen and just exhaling. Just do that while I speak it to you, and then I'll direct you through it. Is this Andrew Wild's breathing technique? Yes, that's who I learned it from. Okay, fantastic. And Melissa's in on it too. All right, so here we go. 4-7-8 breathing technique. You're going to just remember right now, you're just taking those nice deep cleansing breaths while I teach it to you. When we practice it, and I'll take you through it in a moment here, you're going to breathe into the nose for a count of 4. You're going to hold for 7 counts, and you're going to exhale for 8. So a couple of key factors here. You're breathing in for 4 counts, which is half of the amount of time that you're exhaling. So make sure you get a nice, robust inhalation, intake of air in through the nose. During the practice, your tongue stays on those ridges up above your front teeth. You never remove it from there. So the whole time, I can't do that and talk. So the whole time, your tongue is up on those ridges. And when you exhale, you actually have to open your mouth. You cannot exhale like this. No. There's a whooshing sound that happens when you exhale through the mouth because the air is coming around the tongue. It's a grounding mechanism. This is powerful. It helps alleviate symptoms of depression and anxiety. It will help you increase the quality and quantity of your sleep at night, which is so important when we're in stressful times. So put your feet flat on the floor. Sit back in your chair, palms up, hands in your lap or on your armrests are fine. Relax those shoulders, nice and easy. Close your eyes if you're willing to do that. I can't see you, so nobody else is probably looking at you either. So close your eyes and just focus on the sole practice of breath. And if you feel your mind wandering to other places, just bring it right back to focusing only on the breath you're taking in and the breath that you're exhaling out, okay? So everyone, just to start in a nice relaxed position, let's just take a nice deep abdominal breath to start. And exhale, and as you exhale, put that tongue on the ridges. And after you've exhaled fully, let's breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Remember the tongue stays on your ridges. Open your mouth, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Open, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Tongue stays on the ridges, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. And exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just stay in this space right here for a moment. Just focusing on your breath. This is what it feels like to create some space and opportunity for positivity. When you're ready to join me, just open your eyes and come on back. And what I'd like for you to do is tell me what benefit you felt from that 4-7-8 breathing technique. How does your body feel differently in this moment than before we did the breathing technique? Relaxed, open, fantastic. I'd love to know if anyone feels dizzy or lightheaded. That can happen. We went through 4 cycles of the breathing technique. You can work yourself up to 6. And if you're at 6, you can try 7 and go from there. But really, 6 is about the max you'd want to do. This is so powerful. You'll practice it every morning upon waking and every night before you go to sleep. So in the morning, you sit up, you're in bed, you just woke up, you sit up, you do the breathing technique. At night, you get your teeth brushed, your pajamas are on, you sit in the bed, you do your breathing technique, and then you lay down and go to sleep, ideally. If you can't lay down and go right to sleep, then practice gratitude, devotion, prayer, meditation, or read something inspiring. But no negativity, no news, no phone, no computer. You get the drift, right? Um, all right, people are feeling less anxious, peaceful, calm and present, more relaxed and clear-minded. My mind was completely focused on my body, and yes, I did feel a little dizzy. That's common. So maybe when you practice this, start with 3 cycles instead of 4 like we did. Hard to breathe out when the tongue is at that location. Can we breathe out from the nose? For this specific one, you want to breathe out through the mouth with the tongue up like that. So open your mouth, drop your jaw, and it can be a very slow, and it doesn't have to be forceful, just nice and slow. See if that helps shift and practice it more. And it's so peaceful. Okay, fantastic. So that's how we create space. I wanted to give you that idea because when we are bogged down, when those, when everything's piling up and we're kind of buried, like, please help me. We have to create the space. Breathing is a fantastic way to do that. Getting up and getting some fresh air, like we talked about from a movement standpoint. And you know what? Sometimes we have to have our team in place. And here's what I mean by that. Have a team of people that you know you can call, and they'll allow you maybe to vent or express your concern or worries, but we're not going to spiral in that conversation. I'm sure you know the people who would want to just spiral right with you versus just providing some feedback and helping you redirect. So have those people in your back pocket, like I call it, and have your team in place. Your team can also include acupuncture or chiropractor or massage therapy. Those can all help create space for you to be able to harbor, practice, and build character of positivity in your life. And one thing, I wasn't planning on talking about this, but one way I also create space in my life is I have an acupressure mat. They're about 25, 30 bucks on Amazon. And it will calm the body, it calms your muscles. So if you have a hard time falling asleep because of stress right now and worry, if you're just needing that more of that relaxation, grab an acupressure mat. They're on Amazon. I can't even remember the name of the brand I use, but regardless, they're all going to be fine. They're little discs. They have little pointy plastic points on them. You lay back on it on your back. You can sit on it when you're at your desk. They've got pillows that you can rest your feet on. I rest my hands on it every night just to calm, and it's very relaxing. So that could be another tool that you could use. What I wanted to share also is kind of going back to what we've talked about before about being mindful of our thoughts and our relationships. There's a thought that comes to mind a lot for people, and that is about the have-to syndrome is what I call it. And right now, I have found myself in the space of demands and taking care of the kids and things, saying, oh, I have to get this done. And last night I was really tired. I had a little bit of a scratchy throat, and I thought, gosh, now I have to go to the grocery store. I didn't feel like doing it. Right? I would have loved to just throw my pajamas on, like wrap up in a cozy blanket and read a book or something. But instead, I have to go to the grocery store, right? But we have to be very careful about these have-tos. We need to make sure that we're celebrating all of the opportunity in our lives. And so let's switch those I have tos into yes, I get to. Because the yes, I get to provides us an opportunity to see the gratitude, the grace, the blessing, whatever you want to call it, the goodness in a situation. And when we're constantly feeling like we have to do all this stuff, it buries us just like that big pile of laundry. And so the yes, I get to is, and yes, you get to. I did a Costco run last night. You know what? I shifted into the yes, I get to as I drove. And guess what? There were so many blessings. They refilled the Clorox wipes, which I don't typically use, but I have them in my car right now for disinfecting my hands after every store visit and things like that to grocery stores. They had toilet paper, and we were actually in need. So there were some blessings, but part of that shifting allowed me to see all those blessings and really take part in, I actually enjoyed kind of the solo time at the Costco too. So when we can switch from the have to into yes, I get to, it allows us to reflect on the fact that it's a privilege Yes, Peggy's asking, do you wear a mask? I absolutely wear a mask everywhere I go. I disinfect. I washed my hands. I changed my sweatshirt when I got home last night. So I take all those measures. But in any event, the saying the yes I get to, it allows us to practice the privilege that we have in all of this. And maybe when you're thinking, oh, I have to go for another walk, right? Because we can't get to the gym or whatever it is. No, you guys, it's a yes, I get to. We have the ability to do that. So shift your thoughts into, yes, I get to do this. And be careful about your expectations of yourself through this. I just wrote an article yesterday that I shared on LinkedIn and we sent out to the newsletter, but we have to close that gap that exists. And the gap is really where our goals are over here, I might have talked about it last time, and where our life is today, where our habits are right now. And it's really easy to set goals over here and to expect that we're just automatically going to get there. It's not easy, you guys. And closing this gap in between right here, this gap is full of fear and doubt and other emotions and maybe expectations and wonder and worry instead of just taking action. So make sure that if you're setting goals for yourself, that you're focused on being productive and that you have goals for yourself each day, but make sure that you're offering yourself grace and time to get there. But I'll tell you, once we start closing the gap because of our choices, because of how we participate in life, because of how we build character of positivity in life, when that gap starts closing, pretty soon you get to a space where your actions and choices in life are very much meshed with how you want to live life. And that, my friends, creates so much ease for you. The ease is not in closing the gap. That takes consistent, conscious thought. But once we start creating habits and one choice builds on the next choice and the next choice, that gap gets shorter and shorter. And then pretty soon it's integrated. And it's not to say that when you're woven like this, you don't have goals for yourself. We do. I'm constantly setting goals and shifting and learning and growing and stretching and maybe failing sometimes, but then I'm achieving as well. We're always setting goals, but when we can mesh how our actions align with the life we desire, that's where the magic exists. And it feels really good to live in that space. Let's see. Sherry mentioned, I've not had to go anywhere since March 13th except for walks around the blocks. I think I've developed a safe feeling being home, fearful of feeling stress going back into public places. I know it's psychological to face it when the time comes. Listen, that's part of the worry. So here is what my final thought for today is, be open to all possibility that exists. And here's what I mean by that. There's so much possibility in our lives. Most of it we're probably not even aware of. But other possibilities also might not align with what we think life should be exactly like. And so when I go to the store, is there a possibility of me getting the virus? Yep, absolutely. Is there a possibility of me catching something else while I'm out there? Sure. Is there a possibility of someone getting in a fight at the grocery store? Sure, at this time and state, maybe, But we have to feel assured that we're taking every measure that we can, reminding ourselves that our bodies are beautifully designed to help us heal and strengthen and be strong internally and externally. And we need to do everything we can in our power to foster that and make sure that we're giving it everything that it needs. So when you think about getting more socially active again, when you think about putting yourself out there into environments, take it little step by step. Do what feels most comfortable, even if it's challenging to you. Take it one step at a time when the time comes. And know that you're doing everything you can to foster that healthy environment and give your body the strength it needs to carry on. But that takes practice. That's just about what I've been talking about. through breathing and meditation and space to focus on the positive. If we're only creating space for that worry, negativity, concern, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be very difficult to get back into the swing in time. So please open up opportunity for all possibility that exists. I want to, somebody's asking, do I use a habit tracker to close the gap? I don't use a habit tracker. Well, maybe I do. In my planner, it's got a morning focus. So I go through a little routine of what's my focus for the day, what have I done for myself for movement, how am I rejuvenating my body, and what thanks do I want to give. My planner has that in it. So I practice that every morning. So to that extent, yep, I guess that's a little bit of a habit tracker, but I don't track my movement. I just know that I need to get it every day, and I get it multiple times a day. But I'm not opposed to habit trackers. So that's how I function with that. What planner do I use? It's called the Panda Planner, and I use the Venture one. You can't see it, but Panda Planner. Look, they've got a few different ones. The Venture one is geared more towards entrepreneurs, but they have a ton of different planners to support your needs, and all of them have you practice your morning routine. And at the end of the day, it also asks kind of, what do you want to improve? What went well? What do you want to celebrate? So it's a fantastic kind of opening to the day and a close of the day. And then a few questions came in. How do we encourage those family members, the kids especially? Let's talk about this. And oh, fantastic. And a great suggestion. One friend says one thing that she found positive, she uses her former commute time as her exercise time, which is awesome because some of you had really long commutes. I love that idea. Thank you. I might have to share that, put that out to the world. Let's talk about encouraging family members, especially when they're kids or young adults. I did this today. My kids have been getting into a space where they vacillate between structure, and then I'll say, okay, you can run the ship for a little bit and just, follow your schedule, and we've got some activity time in there, different things. So I found that they were sleeping in later, they were making their own breakfast instead of me making it because I was getting right into work. And it wasn't working so well. I could see them both dipping emotionally. This is hard. They're away from their friends. This is not easy. They're outside of their activities, all of it. So put a stake in the ground and say, hey, I see this happening right now, and we need to do some things to elevate, right? Because we can't just sit here in a room all day. We can't just be on the computer all day. So get engaged with them. Get them up at a certain time and say, guys, we're having family breakfast at whatever, 8 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., whatever works for you. Or if they're sleeping in, maybe you do a later brunch type thing for them. Get engaged yourself with them, and then work to help engage in activity outside. So tell them they have to have X number of hours for outdoor activity. Get them a slack line, put them up in the yard, get them a hammock and lay it out between the trees. Get them to do something outside of their room to ignite different thoughts and shift that mindset. And share these practices with them, the practice of breathing. Do little challenges within your home. Do a plank challenge every day, or some push-up challenges, or whatever to get their body moving, to get them outside for fresh air, to help them stay connected within your family unit through board games, cards. Last night, my husband and I, we were the DJs, and we played Rummikub, and we were playing all this music from the 80s and 90s, like to introduce the kids to it. We just had a blast. Now, don't sit here and think, wow, she's doing all these things. You guys, we fell off course a little bit. That's the first board game we played in about a week and a half. So, it's not that things are perfect here. It just happens to be that today and last night, we did some things to elevate because I saw that that was happening. So be kind to yourself. Make sure your expectations are not, over the moon for yourself and for the kids, but know that they have to make these shifts just like we do, but they need more hand holding and more, hey, let's get you out the door, kind of a little shove and a push to make it happen. And then engage with them, talk with them, make sure you're having communication about that. And then if you want some family games and things like that, or connect them with their friends, You can get Discord, and I just bought a package called Jackbox, where you can play all these different games where you don't see one another like a Zoom call, but you use your phone to, you know, draw for like a drawing game. You finish sentences and everybody thinks it's funny. Get them laughing as much as possible. So explore, Google game ideas and things like that, but get them out of their physical, emotional state right now by moving them physically out of that position. Make sure that they're breathing. You don't even have to do the 4-7-8 if you don't think they've practiced it. Just get them to do some deep abdominal breaths with you. Get them active with little challenges throughout the day, and make sure that they have purpose. If there are crafts or like goals you can set or projects you can do together, even better. We all need it right now, regardless of age, and they need it absolutely most for right now. That's a time when they want to just be with friends. So I see that we're right at our 30-minute mark. Phew, that was a lot. So what I want to just cap up for you, summarize for you, is reminding you that positivity is a state that we live in. It's character that we build in our own lives, and we have to create space to be able to do that. And that space comes from breathing and making sure that we're getting fresh air, fresh perspective. So do that 4-7-8 breathing. Remember that we have a choice in every single matter, and it really just falls into our lap. How are we going to choose to participate in this? So stop saying I have to, turn it into a yes, I get to. Be open to all possibility that exists for you, and know that you can foster new help and care for their family, for your team at work, through all these shifts and changes. And what I wanted to let you know is we had a lot of people emailing. I've had a few connect on LinkedIn just saying how much they've loved this format. So my team and I have been figuring out the last week and a half, how can we continue to offer something like this to you? It's been one of the most fun things that I've done too. So yay, somebody said, okay, here's what this looks like. And maybe there are other yeses. Tell me if you're interested in maybe doing some more. But we do a lot from a corporate standpoint where we're constantly connected with people. And what we're doing now is creating an individual opportunity, a little membership we'll call it, that we'll send an email to you about. You can share it with friends, but we will send out every week a little Monday inspiration, something very quick for you to think about as you move forward. We'll have 2 sit and sips like this every month. The days may vary. Sometimes I travel, but they're going to be the quick 20 minutes of content, some Q&A kind of thing, and wrap up. You'll have the summary takeaways that we will not be sharing like we have on our social media. This is solely for members only. A monthly challenge to have some focus that we can all connect with, and a recipe or 2 every month, and an invitation into being into our private Facebook page, which we've only provided for our online course members, but we're going to open that up to this membership as well. So the membership is called Healthy Roots 1, and if you're interested, watch for your email. It's going to cost you about, I don't know, 19 bucks a month, something like that. And we're going to do a monthly prize drawing for all participants. Somebody's going to win a prize every month just to keep engaged, because what people have told me is they love the practicality of this. It helps them remember that they're not alone in this time of stress and need. And it's inspiring. It helps them stay course to do something healthy for themselves. And if I can help ignite that, then that's what I want to do. So watch for your email. You're so welcome. I see lots of thank yous coming through, and it's so great to get to know all of you, through the chat and things as well. I appreciate it. Let's see. Great to get more from you, and you're so welcome. I got lots of yays. Hey, I adore and love this time together, and I hope that we can continue it. So watch your email. We're going to give you some other discounts as well if you need individual coaching or you want the online course. We do that every time I speak. So I said to my team last night, we're going to do that for this group too. It's speaking, right? I love the connection, and so why not try to create more connection long term, which helps foster those characters, behaviors, and the states of being for a long time to come. So lots of love to all of you from Colorado. Big hugs. Please enjoy your day. Take great care of yourself, your families. Offer yourself kindness, truth, and grace at all times. And hopefully I'll look forward to connecting with you again soon. And don't discount the opportunity to connect on LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that. It all helps. So wherever you hang out, come hang out with me. I'd love to see you there too. And our website's just angelagaffney.com. So take care all. I'm going to stop the recording. We'll send you the link, and then I'm going to do a couple things.